Hey crafty friends, and welcome to our What's New at the Doodlebug. I am Hannah from the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana, and every day or almost every day we try to go live and show you some of the latest and greatest things that are coming out in the paper crafting industry. Today is no exception. We have 3 orders for you guys today. So today what I'm going to be showing you is we have got an amazing company that I haven't ordered from in a while, like maybe 2-3 years, and that is Clear Scraps. And they've got some fun, unique products. And when I was out in Kansas City, I had to think what the name of the city was, they were at our Air Group trade show. Awesome products, and just kind of refresh me to the company a little bit, because sometimes you just get in your groove of who you order with, who you're looking at. And I know you guys do that too. And then sometimes it's like, going into a real store, you're like, I haven't seen this company, or oh my gosh. Kind of the same thing with Clear Scraps. So I've got a great order to show you, a great class kit in there too. Then I've also got Cocoa Vanilla is here. I know you guys have been waiting on that. So Cocoa Vanilla is here, and then an amazing restock order with a few new things in there as well from our warehouse. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're going to start with Clear Scraps because I've even got a little deal for you with that order. So we're going to start there first because I think that's the most exciting one. So I'm going to flip the camera around, move my water with me. Here we go. All right. So whenever we were out at Kansas City, some of the manufacturers will just present, show us new stuff. Some just hand out catalogs. Some go a little above and beyond and show us product samples and do a little class for us. Clear Scraps did a class, and they did a Rolodex. And once I did my Rolodex, well, actually, my Rolodex isn't even done. And I'm sure that is not a surprise or a shocker to you guys at all that it is not finished. But I will post pictures tomorrow of a finished one. So we had all these great little Rolodex, and I'm going to show you the rest of the line here in just a second. But we had all these great little inserts that we then decorated. Okay, these just need little pictures added to them. How fun are these? This is one I actually stuck in. So then it just pops into the Rolodex. So they just pops in. And then that way you can add to it. You can look at them. They will slide. If I can do this one-handed, there we go. They're sliding there. How super cute is that? I've got a little, there you go. You can kind of see what a finished one it's a picture. You're looking at a picture on your phone of a picture. I know, not that great, but awesome little Rolodex. I used gel stain on here, and it was super easy to use. Dried really quick. I didn't have to wipe it back off. And I know you guys had seen, I've been getting that gel stain in, and I got it for when this order got here. We've been selling the gel stain without this order even being here because it's just that good. For paint, we use the chalk paint. Chalk paint dries super quick, and it's got great coverage. So chalk paint, you don't have to do 2 layers. I've got this fun little embellishment here. That'll be the last thing that I put on. That'll go on the front right here. Cute little whisk on there. And then you could do recipes in here. You could just do fun little family pictures in here. You could do a combination of both. So how fun is that? So let's look at some of the stuff that goes with the Rolodex. The one I've got is a high back. So this is the little Rolodex that I'm using right here. It's the Rolodex one. Those are 13 for your starter. And then there's all these great little inserts. So this one here, we got ones that are chipboard and ones that are acrylic or clear. This one is the regular tab. So in chipboard, we've got regular tab. We have houses. How cool is this one? I love this one. And I know you guys can't see it, so you don't know to love it. But it is so stinking cute in the Rolodex. But look at these fun little shapes you add in there. And this is not one that I would do for the whole thing. I would just do an occasional, like then do some regular ones behind it. Then put another house in there. Then some regular ones behind it. And again, then a house one in there. Truly as an accent piece. So there's the houses there. Next up, this guy here. This one I used in mine. This is the rounded tab. So there's rounded tab still in chipboard. Next up, this one here is it's called vintage. And last but not least, in the chipboard, this shape here is called scallop. So there's everything I got in chipboard. And then in the acrylic, look at this one. Is that not so stinking cool? Now, they look filmy because you take that protective coating off, and it even reminds you to do that there. So this one here is hearts. And look at that one. There's some little examples there. Next up, that one should be, scallop. So same thing, just in different shapes. Same thing, just in acrylic, rounded tab. Again, same thing, just in acrylic. So, this one's called angled. Maybe it's not the same thing. I lied. This one here is called angle. This guy here, regular tab. And then I use these in here as well. This one here is called just acrylic regular index. Just a plain old index. And just to give it a little bit of something on the edge, that is just acrylic paint. Just real quickly with a little piece of sponge, zipped around the edges. Kind of just helps it to pop off from whatever is in front or behind it. So there are our fun Rolodexes. And then shakers. Okay, so let's talk shakers. Now, we got all that fun stuff in from Buttons Galore and more. All that super, super cool shaker stuff. Well, I knew, again, this was coming as well. So now we've got fun stuff to put in shakers. Can you use these on a scrapbook page? Heck yeah, you can. Can you use them on a card? You certainly can. Now, let me show you what's kind of unique about these and how you're going to adapt them, okay? And this is what I mean by adapt. I'll bring it over here. Okay, so in here, what I've got is a mess. Holy cow. Okay, so check out all these layers, all right? If you don't need all those layers, like you don't want it that thick on your scrapbook page, as long as your shakers still fit, take one of those out, okay? If you don't need them all, you don't need all that thickness, take it out, okay? There's a little back piece there, just a little bit smaller than everything else, so it sits really nice. You've got a top little layer that you want to put on, that way it hides the edge there. Then you've got that acrylic shape here. You're going to take the film off so it's crystal clear. And then you've got two middles. All right, now whenever you're doing it and you need it thicker or you want it a little thicker, then you are going to put both of them there, put your filler in, glue this down like so, like that. Do your adhesive again, or do the adhesive on the back of here and layer that on top. Okay, so then that way you get this really nice dimensional little shaker. You don't need all that height though. You can always take one of those layers out. You can also too, one thing you could do to take a little bit of the depth out, especially if you're doing it on a scrapbook page, this, friends, could go directly onto my page. Or I could use this as a template, cut out paper, glue this on to the paper, and now, look at that, my crafty friend, you have a whole extra chipboard piece you can use somewhere else. Okay, so those are different ways that you can make this work. What other things you can use them on? Oh my gosh, so these are stinking cute on the front of mini books. I've seen people put them in wreaths, home decor pieces. There's all kinds of possibilities for these guys. So super, super fun. Let's go through our shakers, and I'm going to do a bundle deal on these. When you get 4 or more shakers, then you are going to get 10% off on them. So we're going to start out with what we've got here. So the one that you're looking at is called the onesie. So there's your onesie. You've got maple leaf. Oops, try not to get you a glare. Maple leaf. That fun little shaker there is called Circle Ghost. Number 4 or more, you're going to get 10% off. This one is called Mouse. How fun is that? Indiana. Look at this guy. So cute. That one is called Gnome, Shaker Gnome. Next up, we've got Shaker Flowers. This one here is Shaker Cupcake. Now I've got two real similar. So this one here is Heart Paw. Okay, Heart Paw, because we also have this one here. Is that not adorable? This one is called Paw. You could do a little picture here and then shakers up there. How fun would that be? Shoot, you can do a picture in here with shakers in there with it. There's so many possibilities with these. This one here, if you're going to do the bundle, I would grab this guy quick because you know snowmen always go super, super fast, as do bees. Look at that little guy. So that one is called Shaker Bee. And look there. Oh my gosh. Look at that. There's even, oh, if I can get you in camera, there's even little antenna on the bottom layer. Love, love, love it. Miss Sharon is grabbing a bundle deal. Awesome. And Sharon, if you need to add more as I'm showing them, you add more too. This one here is called Beehive. How fun is this one? It's called Camper. Again, I think that would be a fun one with a picture in it and then some shaker in the bottom. Camper. And last but not least, this one is Camera. All right, so remember, shakers, 4 or more, 10% off, because if I bought a bundle, I got a little discount. So I am just passing that discount on to you guys. This will not be available in the store though, okay? It just makes it easier so we don't have to remember, because honestly, I forget what I put a bundle deal on, 2 or 3 days after the live. So grab it in the live now, and that way you will get your bundle. Yes, Miss Stephanie, you are going to love that stain gel if you have not used it before. Love that stuff. That was kind of a game changer for me. So stinking cool. All right, next up, now we've just got some little chipboard pieces. Okay, little chipboard pieces, and we're going to do the same thing with this, 4 or more, 10% off for your chipboard pieces. And I was feeling Halloweenish because I knew kind of when this would be coming in. So how cute are these little guys? Now, you could use them like this, but these are meant to just, take your scissors and cut them out. And when you do that, save your packaging, crafty friends, because then you've got this great, oh, I'm giving you a teaser of what's coming up, Hannah Marie. Dang it, I'm spoiling the surprises. Okay, then you've got this great frame that you can use for other things. I love working with chipboard. Even if I save my scrap pieces and use it to give me some extra oomph and stability under stuff, but save that little frame there, paint it, emboss it, and then you've got some, a fun little mixed media piece that you can add as well. Okay. So now we're going to move on to our chipboard pieces. Again, remember 4 or more, save 10%. This one here is Chipboard Ghost. Let's do all the Halloween ones. Then we've got Chipboard Bats. Yep, that's what I would have called them too. I would call this Stacked Pumpkin. What is that? Yes, Stacked Pumpkins. Stacked Pumpkins. Makes me happy when I guess the names right. Okay, then this little guy here. Tag Present. And look how cool this one is, because this you're going to pop out and it layers right on top of there to give you even more dimension. So stinking cool. This is what I used on my Rolodex over there. These are chipboard baking. If you are working on a recipe album or you've got pictures in the kitchen, how fun is this? I need these for So I didn't take any pictures of BJ and I actually canning, but I've got like weekly, what we did and, pictures of the pantry while we're working on it. What I need to do though is I know we'll can. Well, we've got a few more weeks of canning yet, so I need to sneak some pictures of him. He hates his picture taken. How do I date a guy that hates to have his picture taken? Oh, makes me crazy, 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 crazy. He's not on social media either. And so when we first started dating, my sister Laura that passed away, you've heard me talk about her, she said that was a red flag that he wasn't on social media because she couldn't stalk him. She was the best social media stalker. Let me tell you, she could find out anything on about you just with a few, little clicks. All right, I digress here. Good times. This one here is chipboard heart paw. So you can see that a little better. This one here's another great one here. My friend Stacy Williams needs this one. She's an Uber baker. This is chipboard mixer. All right, here, if you got beach pictures, chipboard sand dollar. And finally, this one here, chipboard tractor. Now, once you get these in your stash, what are you going to do with them? Meaning, are you just going to leave them plain or are you going to color them? Well, of course, you can do both. If you want to color them, like I said, quick and easy is going to be chalk paint, but you can use acrylic too. Acrylic, you're just going to need a couple layers. Chalk paint is very opaque. You can also bust out your embossing powders. I love to use embossing powders on these. It's quick. It's easy. I don't have to clean a paintbrush. Okay, so I love that about them. Especially, these guys here, if you've got any embossing powders that are mixes, or get creative, mix your own. You don't have to buy it already mixed. But, grab a couple different things that you've got in embossing powder, do some chunky stuff, some fine stuff, and some glitter. Mix it together and put it on here and get a really cool look for your little seashells here. Okay. All right, so those are chipboards. Next up, oh my gosh, my gnome friends. If my gnome friends are here, send me some love because this is for you. This is the absolute coolest thing. Even without it being decorated, you are going to be amazed by this little guy. Okay, what I love is they do layers, okay? So you don't have to be the perfect painter. Look at that. Ah! Oh my gosh. Love it. Okay. We're going to grab. Do not lose the hands, Hannah Marie. Okay. And we've got his hat. All right. So you've got all these great little layers. All right. And then this down here is a 2-layer to give him extra strength and stability. Little setter inner. That's his official name, setter inner. Of course, mine's not glued together, but I'll show you here. Now, he's only going to really go, I believe, probably into that top little one. Yeah, because that's, sorry, I'm trying to assemble and I'm not watching my phone and you guys are just bouncing all over the place. Okay, so he's not going to set into the bottom one just because of the depth there, but once you glue them together, I think he'll set in it just a little bit, but the glue from the big to the little is going to give him lots of stability. And look how stinking cute he is. That is definitely a home decor little piece. He would look so cute in front of my fireplace. Love him. And again, you've got the hat you're going to do separate, layer on. It's going to give you this great little texture, dimension. I don't think there's really, yeah, there is a right or wrong. I'm like, I don't think there's a right or wrong, but there is. So just watch that when you get it, friends. But look how fun he is. He's got little hands here. So you could even, when I find my sample, oh, hold on. I'm like, where's his nose? His nose is in here. Ta-da! See, that's what makes a gnome, is that cute little nose. How much is a gnome? That is a great question, my friend. He is $25.69, which is an awesome price for how big he is and all the layers you get with him. All right, one more thing I want to show you too Let me grab this. Sorry, I'm going off camera again. When you are decorating him, because this is important to me. Do you see this? Fits in a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Okay. So friends, if you don't want to paint him, but you want to make him super, super cute and you want to cover him with paper, you can. Okay. So he's all fitted to where he will fit within 12 by 12 pieces of paper. Now, so that's the big one. I also got a baby as well. Now, I showed you these when I was out there. These are class kits. So smaller. Let me do them side by side. Okay. There's that one. Here's the smaller. Okay. So you definitely got a size difference. This one to me is more like table decor. You could put him by a door in front of your fireplace. It's just going to be a little bit smaller. Still stinking cute though. But let me show you what is so awesome about this one. Little hand. I want to lose him. You got all these parts and pieces in here. Okay, look. Already perfectly lasered for you for the hat. Okay, I'll show you. Here's your finished product. So your hat is in there. The flower is in there. Paint is not. So you will need to gather your own paint. Okay, the burlap here, that is in there as well. You can see that little burlap piece right there. And you get a little fun shaker in there too. Here is a, here's kind of a pro tip, okay? When you do the little shaker on your kit, if you think that maybe, just maybe you might want to switch him out, put that shaker on with Velcro, okay? And then you can switch that shaker out different times of the year. You can have him hold a snowman, maybe during the summer, you have him hold a little camera. During the fall, it can hold a little leaf. So you've got different possibilities there as well. And you could do that with the big one, of course, too. This would be so stinking cute too if you had it hold a little sign. And again, put them on with Velcro. You can switch the sign out as well. So many possibilities. I'm sure next question is going to be, how much are these class kits? These class kits are $40. That's got your instructions in there. It's got all your parts and pieces. It's got your pre-cut little hat there as well. What you are going to add is you're going to add your glue and you are going to add your paint. Okay? So those are, oh, and then I thought there was more that came with it. And yes, there's your other pieces. Again, already pre-cut for you, which is perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, so there's a little gnome class kit. And then we've got the extra large gnome. We did get in our Sizzix Mega Scoreboard and Trimmer. If you saw my Sizzix Made Me Mad post, I already had them coming. They've been sitting here for a few days and I've just been like looking at them. But it is a great little trimmer. Okay, the scoreboard thing is really cool on there as well. And I do plan on doing a demo all by itself on this guy. Okay, because it is a cool enough tool that he deserves his own little moment so I can explain it to you. But I'm going to open it up. Okay, I'm going to open this up and show you. Okay, so in here, you've got a trimmer, scoreboard. It also will, so with it being a scoreboard, then you can do like boxes. You can do envelopes because this little guy here moves. All right, pull it up. You can move this. That way you can do your different scores for that. Do your different trims for doing your different size envelopes. So it'll do envelopes. You've got different punches up here as well. So you can do your corners. You can do little holes. That does a little notches to make it easier to score your envelope. So there's so many things that are combined into this guy. It is really, really super cool. It just made me really, really mad that they gave it to one of the biggest online stores before we were even allowed to release it and show you guys. I've talked about how sometimes I get it. The big guys, yeah, they cater to big guys. And I get it because, I ordered 3. I ordered 3 to start off with. One so I can demo it, and then 2 others to sell. I'm sure the .coms order thousands. It is a little different with their buying power. One, I don't have room for thousands, nor do I have money for the thousands. So anyway, I digress. That's my soapbox for today. And I cannot get my lid back on one-handed. So every time I do one side, the other side pops out. See? Struggle bus. All right, we are moving on. So that is order number 1. Order number 2, Cocoa Vanilla. This, I did give you guys some teasers, told you it was coming, and it is so, so pretty. So we're going to go through the Cocoa Vanilla. Cocoa Vanilla, there's 8 papers in the line, all double-sided. This first one is called Golden Fields. Next one, butterflies on one side, great little kind of looking almost like, they're not, yep, they look like the little kind of cross stitch. This one is called Fall Beauty. This one is Leaf Litter. I like this one with all the little frames on it. So pretty. And it's got wood grain on the back. It's called Framed. Nice big flowers on one side. Little subtle print on the other one. Bountiful. Good stripe. I love a good stripe. Dot on the back. This one is called Harvest. This one here has leaves on one side and a beautiful plaid on the other. It's called Flurry. And then the last paper in the line, it's got a good cut apart sheet and then a subtle yellow daisy print on the other side, and it's called Gather. Then I pulled some solids from Color Vibe. What I felt looked really good with it was Indigo. Now, there are lots of other ones that would match too. I just pulled a few. Dandelion. Apricot. And the last one is Sage. So those are some solids if you've got those in your stash and you're picking up this line. Or if you want me to add them to your order, we most definitely can do that. So Heart and Home. And then Heart and Home also has almost like a 6x8 pad. It's an A5, so it's a little bit different size. But they've got their A5 paper stack. So this is great for my card makers. They don't do a 6x6. This one here, here's the die cuts for Heart and Home. Got great ephemera in here. Love that family. So fun. So Heart and Home ephemera. We also have just one, I think just one. So I am using, so if you're in my Kit Club, spoiler alert, this is the kit that we are using this month. So I'm only left with one floral. So if you want the floral, snag it now. Because we use this in Kit Club. So those are all gone. Next up, love these for lots of lines, not just this one, because I love the foiling. So these are their gold foil titles. And you've got things like Hearts, Family, Celebrate, The Good Times, Grown with Love, You Are My Happy Place. So lots of great words in here. Stay, home, this, hearts. Really, really like those titles. Next up, we've got little puffy hearts. And we've also got their mini puffy alphabet for this line too. And it's just a cute little mini alphabet. Oh, and last but not least, sorry, totally forgot, printed vellum. Their vellum is so pretty. So they've got specialty vellum here as well. This would be fun, even just going through and fussy cutting some of those and having that little touch of vellum flowers on your project as well. So there's that. Then I was able For Happy Days, they had some of the floral ones left for Happy Days. We ran out of those right away. It was one of the first things for us to sell through. So I picked up some more of the floral ephemera for Happy Days. So I was excited about that. And also the little puffy heart stickers for Happy Days. So they still had some of those. This line was completely out except for a few embellishments. And this was their storyteller line. The embellishments were so good though. I actually picked up a few of those without the paper line because the colors are great to where I think that we can find other lines that are going to match this as well. So I did the storyteller chipboard. I did storyteller floral. And then I did storyteller ephemera. Look at all those great little ephemera pieces. So fun. So that is my Cocoa Vanilla order. Diane wants the Happy Days floral. You've got it. And the puppy hearts for Happy Days. Yay. I don't know if you just love the colors or if we've been out of those and you got the line. And so now you were able to snag a few. So that's perfect. Restock some of our Color Vibe. As you saw with this Cocoa Vanilla, I tend to, match Color Vibe up to everything now. So we got back in stock Forest Green. Back in stock this Cornflower. That's just a really pretty dusty blue. Back in stock Pine. Definitely, as you guys are working on Christmas cards, I did not want to be out of these two colors because they are great for your die cuts. Black, texture black goes really well. Orange, and then just a regular, this one's called Rosewood. It is one of the Basil smoothies, so it is super thick. It's like 110 pounds. It's a really thick one. Sharon wants some Storyteller ephemera and floral. You've got it. Add those to the pile. I think you're going to find these match so many different lines that are out right now. They're going to be perfect for stuff. All right, in our Sizzix order, we also got in these little guys. These are one of the brand new ones from Tim Holtz. They were out of stock for the longest time. We finally got them in. This one's called Moonlight. So one of his new ones. We've got back in our little electric wax melters. So if you are new to doing the wax seals, this is kind of a fun little way to start. It's electric. And whenever we got it in the first time, I was telling you guys how, especially if you're in a home with cats, not necessarily dogs. Dogs are respectful. Cats are not. Maybe that's why you either love or hate cats. Because I don't really find anything in between. There's not too many people that are indifferent about cats. It's either you love them or you hate them. And I know cats are buttholes. Mine is the biggest one. And I love her. I think I love that about cats. But she is horrible with my stuff. She steals my stuff. She's got to be in my stuff at all times. She's got to be checking it out. And anything, if I am working with something with an open flame, I'm going to have singed whiskers. I know I am. So if you're wanting to try the wax seals, you may want to try it with an electric little guy as well, or add it to your crafting stash. That way, if you go somewhere, this is a lot easier to travel with. At a crop, you really can't have an open flame in somebody's banquet room, but we could easily do this at Santa's Lodge. Maybe not so much the open flame, so you could work on those there. So those are back in stock. I always joke, what would a reorder from my distributor be without something 49 in market, right? So restocking for the travel line, the 6x8 collection pack. A little idea of what those pages look like. It does kind of have a really fun, funky, vintagey, almost old world feel to it. But if you notice the backs on those, you could definitely, it doesn't have to be going to some place where there's a lot of old buildings and things like that. Here's the ephemera. I mean, there is so much ephemera in here. I mean, they can't even just singly show it to you. Everything on here is like overlapped because there's so many pieces in here. How many? 146 in their ephemera packs. They're huge. And then last but not least, our chipboard words are back in for the Sunburst. That's the summer one, but it's just those good bright colors. So again, I know I always tell you guys this, these chipboard words get picked up even by people that aren't checking out the line. You know, if you've got these and you're just, you know, I don't know how to tell you to store these. I don't know if I should tell you to store them with the line or just in your general crafty areas, because this is a great little go-to pile, you know, whenever you just need a little something extra on a layout or a little something extra on a mini book. And if you've got them all tucked away, you may forget about them, but these would match so many other great lines, not just the Sunburst line. And I think that's probably why I struggle with organizing sometimes, because something like this could cross over to all kinds of great things. So maybe you put it in your general stuff, but then put a little post-it note in with this line that says, you know, have chipboard words as well. So then that way you know to grab those when you start using the entire line. I don't know. Maybe that'll help you. Restock on our Tombow 3-pack refills. So those of you that are waiting on those, so sorry about that. We had someone that came in and wiped out the whole shelf. And it happens, you know, whenever you're traveling or you don't get in very often. Sometimes they wipe us out. And so I had to wait for my next order to get those back in. Next up, our magnetic discs. These are the bigger ones. These are great for bigger mini books. These are also great for the closure on your mini books as well, as they're a little heavier dutier. And they like to just suck together. I mean, look, I'm going to show you. Look, it's moving it. That's how heavy duty those guys are. Isn't that crazy? These are good magnets. I like to play with magnets, sorry. Next up, our large glue pens back in stock from Nuvo. This is a special order for one of my friends, Miss Diane, but I'm going to show it to you because I can get more in. She was looking for a fun kind of old time truck die cut, and I found this one. It's a classic one from Penny Black. It is a cute one, and you don't have to use it with the tree in the back either. It is stinking cute with the tree in the back, but look how fun that is. That could even be little Easter eggs, fall leaves back there, all kinds of fun stuff she can put in the back of that little pickup truck. This one here is a brand new one. This one is called Poinsettia Banner. I thought it was beautiful. Look at that. Is that not just gorgeous? All the detail on there. Love that. Creative Expressions does a really good job with their dies. I do like that. And I notice that I really like Sue Wilson stuff that she designs. Oh, Diane, I'm glad you love it. Here's a fun little background stamp for Christmas. It's going to kind of give you a little bit of a mixed media feel without all that literally dirty work done by you. It is called Scratched Background, and it is only $8.79. These woodware ones are usually very inexpensive. This one here too, if you like that look of mixed media, this one here is going to give you great collaging without the work. And this one is called Christmas Robin. I thought it was so pretty. That would look great in your junk journals too. Next up, book cover guides. And look, it is a color other than teal. The pink has finally shipped. Oh my gosh, that was a shocker when I opened the box and saw this one in there. So again, if you like to make mini books, this makes it just a little bit easier. Helps you to be more consistent with your little guide cover here. Your cover guide. You know, flying furniture out the back, it would be kind of cool, especially if it was like, you know, I don't know, we've moved, or maybe you move after a divorce or something. You just, get the heck out of Dodge. I guess so, Donna. You do you with your cards, Miss Donna. Next up, Curio Clock. This is one of Tim Holtz's little curio clocks, and my friend Tracy at Papercraft Clubhouse up in Connecticut, in our 49 and Market Christmas group that we've got going on, where we're all teaching classes. She is using the curio clock for hers. I can also get it in red. Miss Sarah was here over the weekend and she saw it. She snagged the red one, and that is what Tracy is using. But she is doing a cool little collage on the inside with this clock as a home decor piece. All right, next up, We've got Boho Christmas. We were out of the layered chipboard, or maybe, no, we never even got it in. That's what it was. Sorry, friends. This was one that either didn't ship or I just missed it, but I noticed on the shelf we were out of it. So layered chipboard for Boho Christmas. So if you picked up some of that line, I know, and if you got it from me, I know you did not get the layered chipboard. So you may want to snag that. Precision cardstock. This is cardstock that was designed by American Crafts to work great in your digital cutters, your Silhouette, your Cricut, your Scan and Cut, whatever you're using. And then this one here is the primary set. I flip through here. You've got white and then gray, black, brown, purple, two different blues, three blues, two different greens, a yellow, orange, red, and two pinks. So you get 60 sheets in here for $24.49. Yeah, $24.49. That's what it says. So great deal on that guy there. And then finally, last but not least, our Tombow Aqua Glue is back in stock. So restocked our display on that one. And that, friends, is what's new at the Doodlebug. So restock from the warehouse, Cocoa Vanilla. I said 3 orders. We had 4 because I forgot Sizzix was in there. And then that super fun clear scraps where we started with the Rolodexes and then we looked at the shakers, the little chipboard pieces, and those super, super cute gnomes. For those of you that are on, if you had already pre-ordered one of the little gnome kits, we probably already contacted you to let you know that it was in, and we've got yours pulled. So what I've got left after that is just 3 of those adorable little gnomes. So cute. All right, Debbie, you want a truck die? You've got it, my friend. We will add one to the next order for you. Because like I said, that one is Miss Diane's and she's on here. So if I give it away, my name will be Mud because she will hear me give it away. But I will get you another one added to the next order. No problem at all. All right. Whew. Okay, friends. Well, that is it for today. Tomorrow, things that are going to be coming your way. Lawn Fawn reorder and Doodlebug Halloween. I worked on that one right before the live, so I've got it almost all done. So we will be able to zip that on an order easy peasy first thing tomorrow, and get Doodlebug Halloween out for you guys tomorrow. So those are 2 for sure. I know Lawn Fawn is ready for me to receive. Doodlebug I've almost got completely done, so that's going to be an easy peasy quick one. And then Leslie is working on Scrapbook Customs right now. So we're getting close to having 3 orders for tomorrow, but for sure 2 orders for you guys. So make sure you hop on tomorrow. I don't know what time, guys, between 4, 5, 5, and 6. It just depends. Yesterday it was hard because there was people in here. So usually I can do one after 5 and I get more viewers that way. If I have a sticky folio refill, you can eat a few. Perfect. I'm not for sure we had them in stock, but I know I've got them reordered. So I will write that down. And as soon as the reorder gets here, we will pull yours for you, Donna. So I am loving that you guys are loving those sticky folio refills. I'm getting rave reviews. I have not heard anything bad about them at all. So I think the fact that they're in the folio kind of helps. But anyway, I am glad because we are selling multiple refills to people so that, you wouldn't be buying refills if you didn't like them. And really, if they weren't great, I would hear it from people. So please tell me when you don't like something, or maybe an improvement you would like to see made to it, because, depending on who it is, I can talk to them and, see if anybody else is having the problems. Was it a bad batch that I got? But you never know. Sometimes, slowly we get items changed. So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for popping on. Oh, Starla's excited about Doodlebug tomorrow. Perfect. Well, then make sure you, even if you can't catch me live tomorrow, Starla, make sure tomorrow evening you check on here, so you can watch the replay tomorrow night for that new Doodlebug. So, everybody, you guys have an amazing evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, I'm Hannah the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana. You can always check us out online, 24 hours a day at www.thedoodlebuginc.com. And I think that's all that I had for now. Oh, classes coming up. So our cookie class is next week, and I need to put pictures on there. I tried to repost Anisha's reel that she did because she got in her cookie cutters for the class. Woodland creatures, so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. So I took some screenshots of her reel, and I'll get those posted so you guys can check those out. So if you are kind of in the area, I totally encourage you next Thursday to, join us for our cookie decorating class. She does an amazing job. I mean, I've got some girls that come just every single month. I mean, they love her classes. It's something fun and different to do, gets them out of the house. It's a great evening away as well too. So check out those woodland creatures. And it's even a really fun like mom and me class or an aunt and niece class. If you're looking for something fun to do, maybe with a godchild, that would be something that is perfect. So, all right, everybody. Well, until tomorrow, you guys take care. Have a great evening. Bye.